This is the Daily Paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I'm John from ProCrafts. We're running this show here with two main goals. Number one, we're building a master bankroll. We started with $10,000. We're looking to build it up to $100,000 in small increments. We're looking to buy in for about 10, 20% every day with a win goal of 10% or more every day. Ideally, we get a 70% plus win rate along the way. The big idea here is to increase that master bankroll as we go with those little wins and have bigger and bigger buy-ins with bigger and bigger bets and of course, bigger and bigger wins. It's gonna be an exercise in extreme discipline. Winning a small amount each day and tacking that onto the master bankroll is gonna be really tough, but I think if we do that versus going for home runs all the time, we're gonna have a nice, consistent win rate. The second major goal that we have is strategy testing. And what I want to find out is, can a strategy or a betting pattern be trusted to earn a consistent daily paycheck? In other words, can it survive a full month of simulated play? I'm gonna go live every day for 4 weeks, Monday through Friday, 20 days, like I'm doing it for real, right? There's no camera tricks, there's no editing, there's no stop and tape, there's no BS, there's just flat out nowhere to hide. I'm gonna do this live every day. What we want to see is, how do the strategies perform under actual pressure, under the actual quote unquote law of big numbers, and over time, how do they respond? It's easy to win in the short term. It's tough to win consistently over a long period of time. So with all that said, let's round up and get to today's daily paycheck. All right, folks, good morning and welcome in. Here we go, another paycheck episode. We are doing okay. It looks like Dallas Drawdown is our current strategy. It is 9-3 so far. It's up about almost $4,000, which is pretty cool. Overall, we're up about $11,000, $12,000. Not too bad so far in the series. Like we said in the intro there, what we're doing is simulating a month of play for a strategy. This is day 12 day 12 for the drawdown. So far, so good. Can't complain too much about it. We've had a couple of rough runs here, but by and large, this thing has been pretty stout. So let me show you how it's played out. I'll show you at two levels so you can get a sense of it. Basically, it's a 4-unit bet on every number. So we'll do 4 units on the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10, like so. 6 and 8 being $24 each. Now, this is the way you play it when you have a normal size bankroll. I'm gonna play it at supersized here in a little bit, but all you're doing is drawing down your bets by half after each win. So in the middle here, let's say you get an inside number to hit, 28 bucks, take half your money down, like that. Say, draw me down by half. The dealers will automatically split your 5 and 9 and your 4 and 10. And you go from 128 to 64 across. On your second hit, these will pay $15 for one. And again, draw it down. They'll once again split your bets between the two that are out there. You're at 32 across. And at this point, by the way, let's go ahead and just color up what we have out here just so you can see how far we got. This is 5 white chips for a nickel. That's $25. 50, 75, 100, and 10. So there's 100, 25, 128, which was our starting bankroll out there. $10 locked profit, plus you're playing at 32 across. So it's 2 hits, you've got profit locked, and you're playing with an across bet, ready to rock the house. Now again, $10, not a lot of money, I get it. This strategy makes more sense at the bigger levels. And I'll show you what I mean by that, because we're gonna go out there today with 3,000 bucks. Let me get some money out of my rack here. We're gonna go out here today with black chips. And look at this, we're gonna go 300 on the 6 and 8, 250 on the 5 and 9, and we're gonna go 100 between the 4 and the 10, like so. This bet size right here is 1,100 inside, plus $100 outside, it's 1,200 across, a lot of money. But that same move that we just made results in $600 in profit. That $10 that you saw there at the $88 level, that becomes black chips. That becomes $500 in profit. So we're going to play it the same way. We're just going to draw down the insides, not the outsides, and that's how it's going to go. So there is the high-level look at the Dallas Drawdown. I'm going to switch camera views here and get started rolling. We're going to work the come out because it's a one roll strategy. Really, you have to get that first hit, otherwise you're not going to be able to get through it. So we're going to work the come out. If we take a come out 7 on the first throw, I guess that's going to have to be what that is, right? So everybody pray for me, wish me luck. And here we go. Let's go to this view here. By the way, my rack has now got $1,800 in it. There's $1,000 in the back section. There's $800 in the front section. $1,800 plus the $1,200 I've got out there. That's my $3,000 bankroll. So here we go. Puck is going to be off. I got my dice. I'm using the whites again today. So far, so good with the whites. And let's just go. Let's just not have a come out 7. That's all we have to worry about. Here we are. Dice are up. Hands are getting warm. Music is playing, and Johnny's going. Let's do it. It looks like a 4. Hard 4. 2-2 hard 4. Now, the 4 and 10 I play a little bit weird. There's our point, by the way. That'll pay $100. $50 pays 100. I'm not worrying about VIGs today, so don't worry about the VIGs here. I know that would cost you $2, but I'm not going to break $100 for $2. I'm going to sister press the 4 and 10. So $50, $100 is not enough to warrant a full drawdown. So the 4 and 10, I basically sister press those two while we're doing the drawdown piece. If they happen to repeat, I will draw down, but not going to repeat them on the first one. Here we go. It looks like a 5-2-7. So there we go. There's the first time this week that we've done this, 5-2. Burn the whole damn thing. That sucks. I'm going to pull the 4 and 10 down. Pull them off and reset the board at the $1,800. There's $800, or trying $1,200. There we go. Go right back out with $1,200. We have not done a full-on let's just recover play yet. We've always been saying let's take the loss and take the loss. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go ahead and run out here. We have a $1,200 loss. We can log that in the books, but let's go back out and get an $1,800 and see if we can't, or $1,200. Let's see if we can't just recover from here and take a shot forward. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Yep, it happens, Jen. I mean, all 3 losses that I've had, that's what you do, right? You're going to not get your first hit. And again, not drawing down after the 4 cost me a whole pile of money right there. But the 4 and 10, I don't play them high enough to make them warrant it. If I put the 4 and 10 up at $150 each, where they paid $300, that adds volatility to that first roll, but it also lets me come down. So whatever, it is what it is. Here we go. Oh, I gotta set the shooter up. Hold on, in the controller there. Alrighty. Here we go. Coming on out. Let's see if we can't recover our loss in like what we would call session 2. There's a 6, a 4-2. Alrighty. 4-2-6. That's going to be $350. Okay, and we'll draw it down. We're gonna do the drawdown a couple times if we can do it. Okay, so there's $350. We're gonna split the 6 and 8 and the 5 and 9. And there's $900 coming back into the rack. In the back section, I've got $600. That makes $1,000. And there's $1,500 in the rack, and there's $550, $650 out here. So we're at $2,150 as we go. That's going to be the point. And let's go. There's an aces, a 1-1. All right. Man, it is chilly willy here in the garage today again. Cannot wait for summertime. Good Lord. This winter has been like this, so cold. I remember last year being like this. 6-4-10. So once again, we have a weird case here, but this time, here's what's going to happen. We've drawn down. So these would have paid $175 each, right? The 4 and 10 pay $100 each, right? We can draw it down. What I'm going to do though is this: we're going to take the $100 off that 10 win, and if I draw down, I'll show you what would happen here. Let's take it all back. I'm going to show you where we will be in our rack. We're going to go to 220 in. There's 200, and I need to get that broken up a little bit. All right, there's 220 inside. There's $80 there. If I bring the $400 back to the rack, we now have 2,000 in the rack, 270 out there, plus $80 here. So we have 2,000, 200, and almost $500. We're almost back to where we should have been. We're going to play this 220 out a little bit aggressively, and then I'll take this down to 160 and press it back up again, and then we'll reset after the next. We either make it or we don't, and then I'm going to reset the board, and we'll do the whole thing one more time. Here we go. It looks like a 10, 6-4-10. Sweet. Booma, 6-4-10. That'll pay $50. And I'm going to bring the insides down to 160. So we did 3 drawdowns that time. We drew it down 3 times. And let's get our greens colored here so we look like the rack is right. That's $200 in green. Okay, so the rack now looks like so. We've got 500, 1,000, we have 2,000, 100, 2,140 bucks of the rack. I got 160 across. So we lost $1,200 to start, right? We got it all back, with the exception of about $600, roughly. Let's play this 160 out. If it recovers me all the way, then fantastic, right? If it doesn't recover me all the way, then so what? We'll just restart it and we'll get our money back. We'll get our money back. That's what else can I say? Here we go. All right, we got us an 11 yo. 6-5. You guys watching? I'm asking you in chat. Are you guys watching the Dice Degen March Madness tournament? I'm not sure if my episode aired yet, but that was fun. He's got all sorts of crazy ass rule changes in there that make that thing interesting as a player. You do things in that show that you would never do at a craps table because of the rule change. It's definitely an interesting one. All right, that is a 3-2-5. Sweet. 3-2. That'll pay 35. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get it to look like 35. Take that quarter back and we'll start grabbing $50 off these numbers. And then I'll press them up. We'll start bringing black chips. If I can get it that far, we'll bring black chips back. I like the press to color thing when I'm behind like this. It just makes it a little easier. All right, here we go. Good morning, Duracell. How you doing, pal? I see Ryan's here. Jen's here, of course. Here we go. There's the 7. Okay, well that's fine. 4-3. We made $25 off that. It's all good. But I'll tell you what's not good is my shooting today. My shooting today is not bueno. Let's do it. Let's get back on out there and let's get it back. There's 1,100. 2, 3. Whoops. 3, 2. There's the 10 and the 4. Ugh. All right, and I owe another $100 to the world here. There's a black chip. And let's do it again. Here we go. Let's just set the sevens here, huh? What do you think? Do all seven set, see what happens? Here we go, coming out. Coming out. Yeah, people bet in tournaments crazy anyway. You're right, Waylon. But this one's different because what Chris does is Chris lets you, there's 4 shooters, right? And you get to shoot twice, or you get to, quote unquote, be the shooter twice. On one of your times you're the shooter, you get to make one rule change, which makes any bet on the table pay 30 to 1. Any bet you want. It can be the field, it can be whatever you want to do at 30 to 1. So you do that and you hit it. I think in mine my partner or my opponent made the 9 pay 30 to 1 and I hit it twice. You know what I mean? And I went from being behind to being up huge. I had like $250 on it or something like that. So you end up with these monster bets out there that really change the complete everything about the game. So anyway, here we go. Coming out. Let's avoid disaster. Make our money back and hopefully, oh, that was a terrible throw. 415 though, I'll take that. That was not what I wanted out of my hands. What the hell is wrong with my roll tracker? 4-1, let's go. 4-1. There we go, 5. There's the point. That's 350, as we know. And we're gonna draw down the insides by half. Split that 5 and 9. And there we go. We're bringing back $900 to the rack, as you probably all got memorized by now. There's 1,000. And there is going to be 800. All right. $1,800 in the rack. We have 700 and change out there, or 650 out there, rather. So now we're inching our way closer, right? We're going to have to pull this move off a bunch of times to make it work. Here we go. So, yeah, Big AZ had crazy-ass bets in that one. It was nuts. It was nuts. I'm not sure I like it. I mean, it's fun to watch those things with the big-ass bets like that, but because it's so unrealistic. Oh, another freaking 7. Jeez, John. That rolled. 5-2. So, yeah, my rolls today are shit. We're going to have to really, really fight our asses off today to win some freaking money here. Damn. All right, well, back out we go, I guess, right? I got to catch fire here at some point, I guess, huh? All right, there's 8, 12. Here we go again. God. Some days, what do they say? It ain't your day. I think today might be the day where it ain't my day. Discretion being the better part of valor. You got to go home on sometimes. Here we go. We're going to have to stretch this thing out a little bit, huh? PSO twice today. Ugh. Gonna find a dice set that works for me here. I don't know. Coming out. Yeah, they're fun to watch, Waylon, I guess, but I don't know. It's a tournament, taking long shots, but the thing is, when you hit a 9 at 250 that pays 30 to 1, right? That's a ton of money. Then you go out there 6,400 across, and you're doing things you'd never do, and it's like, I don't know. It's like the first person that gets lucky on one of those weird bets like that is the winner, and like that's not. It doesn't really assert how great of a craps player you are. You know what I'm saying? But it's fun. It is fun, and it's fun to watch Chris have to work so hard because it is hard. That's a 6, 4, 10 right there. That'll be our point. That'll pay 100. And again, sissy press the 10 and the 4 to 100 each. Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky here. What is the wrong with the freaking roll tracker, man? Let me refresh the screen. It's definitely not picking up. 769. Is that right? 768. Yeah, all these shit. 768. 6410. Hold on, I gotta refresh the screen here. It's definitely not Not happy with me. 6,410. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Roll tracker's having issues this week. Okay, points 10. That's a runner, and it is, guess what? Another 7. Another PSO. Not our day. Not our day today. We can't seem to get out of our own freaking way. So it is what it is. We're going to lose the 1,200 to start, right? That'll be our loss for the day. I'm still trying to find a way to get back, right? We've been talking since I started this strategy about, is there a way to recover that initial loss? And I think the answer to that question is no, there's really not. It's got to be take the big loss and go the hell home, right? And call it a day. If you're going to YOLO it like this, which is fine. Working your way back is really, really tough. I do have $640, right? We can go 640 across and take from 0 and see if we can't do it from here. But the way we're throwing today, I would say the answer to this question here is a clear. Actually, let's do these. We'll do it as greens because that'll be easier to. Nah, we'll do it as blacks. It doesn't matter. Clearly, today's not the day, right? So there we go. Let's go 640. Little empty our rack. We'll just go one more crack through from 640 and see if we can't make it happen. All right, 770. Here we go. Coming out, working. Yeah, I'm working the roll tracker. I don't know. I'm trying some stuff with the roll tracker to get it set up for the tournament, and I think I keep breaking it. There's a 10, 5, 5, 10. All right, that will pay $200, and we'll draw it down. Again, this one here at 640, all the bets are the same size. I will draw them all the way down. We'll just run through it twice here and see if we can't fight it on back. I'll go to greens here. All right, there's 320. Got back 400 in the rack. That would be a 5-5. All right. Seven. Boy, oh boy. Look at that. Look at today. We have, we lost the damn roll track. What the hell is wrong with this thing? 6-4-10, and that was a 4-3. Yeah, every I think today we've had, how many PSOs today? Has every shooter been a PSO? Let me take a look here. The last shooter was a PSO, of course. Shooter 769, 710, 710. Two shooters in a row, 710, 5-7, 3 PSOs. One only had 2 numbers and a PSO. We had 4 PSOs out of 5 shooters today. Unreal, right? That's absolutely unreal. Unreal bad luck. Some days you have it, some days you don't, I guess, right? So there it is. There's a day where it just flat out is a fail boat the entire way through. We'll take our loss and be mad about it, but that's just, it's a bummer because you work so hard, right, to get those 8 wins in a row or whatever we had there, and one day eats up a big chunk of that. I'm resetting the rack for tomorrow here, just so you know what's going on. There it is. There's our 3,000 for tomorrow. No rhythm today, man. No rhythm today. All right, let's go to the roll tracker here and log in our loss. Or not the roll tracker, the session logger. Getting my dealer rack all set back up again. All right, here we go. Let's go log it in. I'm gonna go to the summary screen. We're gonna go over here. And let's see, we're gonna go down. All right, daily paycheck. Strategy, the Dallas Drawdown. 3K, 1,800. Bank, and we had 0.4, 7 out, then tried again with 4 PSOs. B2B. There we go. Bummer. Now we're down to a, for this strategy, we're down now to a 9-4 record, which is gross. 8-4 would be okay, right? We said 4-4, all right, I'm sorry, 12-4 is fine. We got to be above 80% to make it work. Now we're below 70%, so that's not great. We're still in profit, but we have to win more often than this. We can't have an unrecovered loss. So the unrecovered losses are where the problem is here. And again, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out why, not why, but like, let me get back to the other screen here. How we recover from that, right? How do we get out of the unrecovered loss? Because once you blow the 1200, you're pretty much done for the day. You know what I mean? And it's like, we had this conversation all the time about minimum bets and what we're supposed to be doing. If you're gonna burn 1200 and say that's it, and you're winning 500 or losing 1200, that's okay. If that's gonna be the way we're gonna play this thing out. If I'm bringing 3 grand, maybe what we should be doing is going out there at 2400 to win 1,000 and calling it like that. And maybe it's just double the bets, use the full bankroll for the one shot. Either you win it or you don't, and call it like that. Maybe that's the way to best use our bankroll. I don't know. We'll talk about that on the coffee run. Think about that today on the coffee run. Should I go out there at 2400 and just say, we'll give it one shot, win, lose, or draw, and that's gonna be the end of the story. That gives you 0 chances to try and recover. And again, on a day like today, when you say, let's try and recover, see what happens, right? What you see what happens is some days you get torched, right? I don't know that I want to recover. I don't know if that's the right move at all. I don't know if even trying to recover is it. I think we should just get out. One roller, done. Who the hell knows? Anyway, here we go, guys. I'm out of here. I will see you in the coffee run in just a little bit. Yeah, dice out 2 or 3 rolls and you're leaving the casino. Either way, you're in there for 5 minutes. You're gonna either win on roll 1, right? 1, 2, and 3, or you're gonna lose in the first roll. There's no what do you call it? There's no other way to do it. Unless you can pull off the move 2 times. And again, you lose it once, $1,200, it takes you 3 times in a row to get it to fix itself, right? That's the problem with it, because it only wins $550 each time, or $600, right? It wins $600 each time. So you lose 1,800 or 1,200. You got to win twice to catch it back, and then once more still to get your paycheck. You got to make that scary ass play 3 times to make it work, right? Jen says, yeah, the same, more bankroll means the same proportional loss. You're 100% right about that. Let's put that up there. Right? But the question becomes, and I've gotten this question from a couple people, JB included, right? If you're gonna only take a $1,200 loss, why buy in for 3,000? You follow what I'm saying? If you're gonna take only $1,200 as a loss, why buy in for 3K? Just buy in for 1,200 and burn $1,200 every day, right? That would be the answer to that question. Just buy in for 1,500. Let's just say an even number, $1,500. If it doesn't work, you take your last $300 and play 320 across and have some fun. Or buy in for 2,400 and take a bigger swing at it, so that on the end of the month, you know, you're proportionally gonna have more money in the coffers, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the answer. That's why we do this show. All right, let me get out of here. I will see you in a little bit for coffee run. Talk more about pressing today, and yeah, that's all she wrote for this show. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.